You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come here to play games, but girl, if you want to play games, let's play. You know what I'm saying? The official King Pain is not a coward. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't
I would never think it.
If you're gonna challenge me, I'm gonna give you a good run for your money, and that's just on period.
Hold up, wait a minute.
You are now tuned into TTB Entertainment.
TTB disclaimer: the views and opinions in this video and comments on this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions by this channel's broadcaster. This Wednesday,
I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you do. Bitch, I am motherfucking Andre.
live at 7 p.m. on the TTB Network YouTube channel, celebrity stylist Andre Hammonds will be a special guest on the panel. He will dive into the explosive season of Chasing LA. No questions off limits. Be there, live.
We blog. We gossip. We share porn. We are media. We are thirst trap boys.
Welcome to the TTB Newsroom.
So last night, the highly anticipated interview between Imani Vanzap and the official King Pain finally happened, and well, it was the shit show I expected it to be. Seeing how both parties involved have been throwing shade at each other leading up to the interview.
King Pain, I love you. I think you have a wonderful personality. I gotta be honest with you though, okay? It looks to me like they wanted to get Armand Wiggins, who I'm sure is really busy, but they settled for one of his old friends instead. Because while you're giving us a crown, while you're giving us a fan, while you're giving us a phrase, you're not giving us a career.
Armand didn't pull any strings for me. There was no cosign. They didn't even, you know what I'm saying? There was none of that given. So I don't know what Imani Vanzap was talking about. Imani Vanzap has been coming for me the entire series. She's been calling my name out. Official King Pain. Official King Pain. Official King Pain. She's summoning me. Okay? So against my better wishes, I'm gonna go have a seat with her. Hopefully we can fix each other's shit, because there's a lot of things that need to be fixed around the kingdom, and that's just on period.
Alright, for starters, the official King Pain showed up a little late. Not too late, but a little behind schedule nonetheless. However, you guys, when he arrived with a broom in his hand, yes, an actual broom that you sweep the fucking floor with, I knew it was about to go down. Let's take a look at some of the key moments from the interview, and I'll come back with my thoughts.
King Pain, why do you have a broom?
It's just, you know, in case I have to do some cleaning, some dusting, you know.
Oh, some cleaning? Oh, the broom is for me?
No, it's not for you.
You may have to clear me. Is that what's going on?
I always have to be ready, okay? Gotta stay ready. So, what I can recall is that you kept calling for me.
Okay.
I was like, what's going on? Why does she keep saying my name? You know, episode 1, or your first, I don't know if it was episode 1, maybe. I think it might have been episode 2 where you gave your first critique. But it was like, King Pain, I love you, okay? But this show, basically, you was like, the show is trash. And then episode 3 comes, you did a critique. It was something about King Pain is a drunk or something like that. And then, you know, and then episode 4 rolls around and something else about King Pain. And then King Pain is like, girl, none of the other girls existed. It was just the King Pain show.
I heard episode 4, did I? I don't think I said
You wasn't saying nothing bad. You wasn't saying nothing bad. I just felt like you weren't doing your job.
Okay. Why do you feel that?
And right out the gate, I say that because you're here, in from my understanding, to fix our shit. to evaluate the people on the show and to give your opinion. And I followed the seasons and I watched how you critique the other shows. Um, Episode 2, you came out, and it wasn't about the cast; it was about the production. And my feelings are that whatever production has going on should have stayed behind the scenes. There's an issue with the production, that was for you to go and hit up Q behind the scenes and Dario, whoever y'all need, however the hierarchy goes, and handle that. But it was for you to sit down and give us a review, because you also, not only did you detour the audience, but you also left the cast kind of hanging and kind of feeling like, girl, like Imani does not like us. And why is that? And it left us feeling like maybe there's something going on between you and Q, why you would just go and throw basically the Chasing LA brand under the bus like that.
As you know, all of my reviews come a week later. So every review that I'm doing is from what you did already before. The very first episode, where I had no type of nothing to say, I hadn't seen anything yet. And so that night, everyone in the audience was already saying what they felt about the show. So when I came back to do the review, my review confirmed what the audience already felt. So I didn't detour them.
I don't believe so, because you came and you said that you could not give a critique, but there were dozens of content creators who found something to talk about. I just feel like you're supposed to be the Ayala of this brand, and you're supposed to fix our shit, not production. Focus on. It was my idea that you were going to focus on the cast and not trash the production of the show. It's not a Hollywood production. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying. It's a freelance job. You know what I'm saying? Q is doing it. Q did it all by himself, allegedly. So, and if he could do everything by him alone, from my understanding, I feel like he did a great job.
I don't think that many of you realize you are now left looking like transphobes. Not you, because you didn't do what the other ones did. Fran is looked at as a transphobe.
The people that look like transphobe are transphobic. They said the things that they said.
That's not what I'm saying.
They said, and under no circumstance are the things that they said acceptable. It's not. Nobody made them look like a transphobe. They made themselves look transphobic because they said the things that they said. That's on them. I don't feel like there's any circumstance. Those words are not in my vocabulary. So you know what I'm saying? Like, they said those things because that's how they feel. Okay. And if that's how they feel, they are transphobic. We're not making excuses for grown people. Just like I felt like also in a lot of your critiques, you were making a lot of excuses for people, like saying, "Oh, it's the liquors." At the end of the day, Mr. Imani, Vanzap, we're all grown. Right. I can literally go into the store and buy liquor. I'm not making no excuse for any of my liquor consumption. Everything that I did on the show, sober, not sober, I did it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's an excuse. People saying that, oh, I was liquored up, I was drunk, so I said that. You a grown ass man, and you knew that you was coming on to the.
Yeah. Okay. So while everyone is, as you're saying, trying to be an adult, adults don't do what y'all did. Adults don't act like that. Adults don't sit and scream at each other at length with no reason or course, and don't listen to one another to the point of violence. It's not what adults do.
I don't know if you know this, because I don't, like I said, it feels like there's some kind of vendetta. But since you said the things that you said, Q has implemented everything that you said into the show and went in and changed. We've been filming since you said what you said.
Because now
we came back to film. So it still feels like even with the new improvements, you're still downplaying.
I'm still going to critique you though. But my job don't change. I'm still going to critique.
It never changed. Your job has been the same the whole time. You just wasn't doing it.
Oh, this just gets better every single day.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And like you said,
and being a part of production, y'all supposed to handle y'all business, like as I stated behind the scenes. Anything that you saw that was wrong with production and the producing of the show, you should have talked to Q behind the
But
scenes.
that's not my job. My job is to critique the show.
As I stated, the things that you
Hear
said
me,
on the
baby.
show, he took it into consideration and he implemented it in the show.
My job is to critique the show.
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
I was watching y'all meetup today. And in that meetup, when it was you, Reese G, Blake, and Q, when you guys were all talking about, what transpired, in that meetup, he kept going back to casting. You helped with casting. You helped with casting. So I feel like the reason he's saying that is because, the fights were out of his control. And it's like, well, we all casted these people together. So, like, you can't really put all the blame on me.
That's how you saying that's how Q felt?
I mean, that's the place I felt like he was coming from in that in y'all sit down. But I felt like nobody.
Hold on. So wait. Yet. So really? So if I cast it, I just automatically know what's going to happen months from now?
I mean, he didn't know what was going to happen.
But what? That doesn't make sense.
So it doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Explain that to me.
It's reality. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You see there's fights all.
Well, reality, that's a long
That's
term.
what happened when the 10 people that y'all picked, when they all came into a room, they just started fighting. It ain't his fault that y'all fight. That's the way things happen.
It just doesn't sound like there was any direction. That's all.
Well, I don't.
Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I am Kingpin, baby. I love you, and I'm proud of you still because of the hairline. I mean, all these wonderful things. I like you. I just don't understand anything. All of you were flexing because you didn't want to be the weakest person in the room, and so it caused chaos. Because it caused chaos, that's all you're known for. You prove
Girl, please.
All right, I love you, Kingpin, because you ain't gonna. So this is what y'all do. Y'all pick with each other. See, again, I know when to leave. I have loved everyone enjoying me and my baby Kingpin here tonight. Because Kingpin ain't gonna try to pull Auntie out of her glory. We don't do that here. We don't do that anywhere.
Get out of the ghetto and get into God.
If you guys have not seen the full interview, I advise you right now to stop this video and go to Imani Vanzap's Instagram account and look for it. Because the whole interview from start to finish is highly, highly entertaining, and you will get your absolute life. Now, my thoughts on this debacle is simply this. I just knew this was going to happen. Like, these are two people set in their ways mentally. Like, they're very secure in who they are separately. Imani's going to be Imani, and the official Kingpin is going to be the official Kingpin. And to me, it just looked like they were both trying to convince each other to believe in each other's thoughts. You have Imani trying to explain to Kingpin why, she felt like the show could have been produced better. And then you have Kingpin defending the show and letting her know why it came out the way it did in the first place. So it was a lot of, I just felt like they both weren't really hearing each other. And I expected that from the jump because they're just set in their thoughts, and that's absolutely fine. I saw both points. I saw where Imani was coming from, and I saw where Kingpin was coming from. To me, neither side was wrong. Personally speaking, I don't believe neither side was wrong in the interview, and it was so fascinating to watch it live. And when I watched it again, it was even more because I watched it 2 times. It was even more fascinating than when I first watched it live. I highly advise you guys to go watch that interview. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like almost better than the actual show. That's how great the interview. I loved the interview. I loved it. It was amazing. I love how this is the first time where Imani almost came out of her character. Like Kingpin almost got Imani out of her character. And I think that she needs that in a good way, not in a bad way, not throwing shade. But I think it's good to have somebody who, like the official Kingpin, who is set in his ways. Like he's going to, because I feel like when people get interviewed by Imani, they're very like on their best behavior all the time. They're like, fiddle. But with him, he's like, no, fuck that. This is who I am. This is how I feel. And you're not going to change how I feel because you want me to become stronger and better. You understand where I'm coming from? So I like that he was able to do that. And I wish more people, when they get interviewed by Imani, I wish more people would show up as their authentic form the way Kingpin showed up. Okay? However, I also do wish we would have gotten a breakthrough from the two of them towards the end, like we normally would get from one of her interviews with any cast member she's ever really interviewed. But yes, highly entertaining. I would strongly suggest you all check it out. What are your thoughts if you did watch it? What are your thoughts on the interview? Please comment your thoughts below. That is, folks, the latest TTB breaking news.